So eyes are really interesting. I am not an ophthalmologist at all, but I am sort of like intrigued by the eyeball. And so as you age, several things fall apart. Number one, most importantly, that everyone sees is presbyopia, which is the inability to focus up close, right? And that has to do with glycation or stiffness of the lens, right?
Yeah.
The lens is really interesting because you try to block radiation out of every other part of your body. We cover ourselves in sunscreen, but the lens is attracting it. So there's a heck of a lot of free radical damage in the lens. And because there's not a whole lot of blood flow, there's not a whole lot of endogenous free radical scavengers. On top of that, it gets horribly glycated. But what's interesting is, so if presbyopia is your only problem, carnosine eye drops are amazing. So it's the same thing that you would orally take, but it comes in an eye drop. I've been using them now for a decade, and my up close vision is perfect. It might not be true, but it should be true. There's a fabulous Russian study. They gave these eye drops to, I don't know, 500,000 people, and their vision got significantly better. So it's truly amazing. And it also reduces the risk of cataract. They actually give these eye drops to dogs to cure cataracts. This will reduce the risk of cataracts. That's one thing that goes wrong with your eyeball over time. The other interesting that changes is the rods and cones in the back of your retina deteriorate, right? When people are driving at night, they can't see as well. And that's because cones are for color, rods are for black and white, and they just deteriorate over the course of time. And eye drops don't usually get to the back of your retina. So that's something that comes through your systemic vasculature for the most part. And so different agents that are required by the rods and the cones do better there. Astaxanthin is a fantastic example. Astaxanthin was fantastic. It helps your vision, as do the other xanthins, the zeaxanthin, and there's a few xanthins. But if you ever look at eye health, it's all the xanthins. And it's just because those are the molecules that are required in the rods and the cones to keep your retina healthy. The other one that's really good is the SKQ1. It's called Visomitten. It's another eye drop discovered or invented by the Russians. Guys are amazing. And it goes specifically to the mitochondria. It's a strong free radical scavenger, and it just really helps vision.